Welcome back, everybody, to the Lifestyle Balance Podcast. This is episode 35. Super happy to be back. Today we have Joe, Sicilianu Raggiatu. Thank you for coming.
Joe, what?
Raggiatu,
Raggiatu.
That's the Sicilian dialect, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it is. It's Raggiatu.
I'm not used to that dialect.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll forgive you this time. You got to hear some of the people. They fucking butcher it, man.
Yeah.
That's why it's Raggiatu, which means
Raggiatu.
the angry Sicilian, the raging Sicilian, angry Sicilian. So I'm switching over. So you can call me angry Sicilian. You can call me Joe. You can call. Just don't call me late for dinner. Stop. Don't do that.
Amazing. Thank you for coming out, Joe.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me, dude. It's nice little. I feel like I'm shooting a porn. It's nice. There's all these cameras and lights. Look at this. Right? Got guys behind the camera watching me. I feel like I'm gonna.
You feel legit.
I feel a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
proper.
Got a casting couch over here.
Yeah,
Hey guys,
yeah.
Looks good. Looks.
This is the only side we show. That's it.
That's it. Side this side. That side's for like special.
Exactly.
Things. I get
Exactly.
it. Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks familiar. Wait, no, not that type of show. Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Amazing.
Thanks for having me, though.
Anytime. Yeah. So, we've had some of your paisans here before, so we're happy to finally have you. We've been scheduling back and forth, so thank you. I guess we'll start off with, obviously you're a comedian, but were you always in comedy? Did you start off with comedy, or who's Joe before this?
No, Joe before the comedy is just a regular guy. Grew up as a Canadian in Toronto. Everybody thinks I'm from Woodbridge. I'm not. I don't even want to be in Woodbridge. I can't. I love Woodbridge. I ski for Woodbridge. I don't even want to be up there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be. Just to have that stigma. I want to stay in my lane downtown Toronto, right? So when I say downtown, I mean like College, St. Clair.
Yeah,
that's
the real Italian,
Little Italy, right?
Where it started.
Which is, I'm not taking it away from Market Lane, but it is what it is. Everything moves up north. But yeah, no, just a guy who used to always be the funny guy in the family. I was just a guy who cracked jokes even at the worst times, even during funerals. At a funeral, everybody's depressed and whatever, sad.
Yeah,
I was always the kind of guy to kind of bring somebody up and joke around and innocently, sometimes not so innocent, which sometimes you kind of need at the most worst times, right?
What's the funniest thing you said?
Just something like, "Wow, it's really dead in here." Everybody was quiet. It was quiet. Everybody was just sitting around, and I just sat down. I just even put my head up, and I was like, "Wow, it's dead in here." And then all the family members just like laughing, just shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Just you try to be innocent, you try to bring people up, so I've always been that guy. Like in Italian, we saw lo scemo in the famiglia. I was the scemo guy. I was always like the guy who kind of whatever, right?
Nice.
But yeah, just the kind of guy who used to work away in the family business and kind of grow myself up. And
nice.
I started the social media about it'll be 8 years now in the social media scene.
Wow.
And about 7 years actually hitting the stage and doing stage work. So
congrats.
It's been going amazing. I can't thank followers and fans, and I call them friends now because without them I can't do what I do, which is bring happiness and joy and laughter to people who actually need it. Some of the messages I get are crazy, man. Crazy. So
I'm sure.
Why the hell would I want to stop? That's me. That's Joe. Joe's been from the guy 30 years ago to today, and I think I've been the same guy. So
that's the best. No change.
Why you change?
Amazing.
Don't change.
Amazing.
Don't change. You become an asshole when you change.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Exactly. So tell me, when you first started comedy, did you have like a vision of like, I want to be on stage, or I want to start with social media and just see where it goes?
To be honest with you, I've always wanted to act.
Act.
I've always wanted to be an actor. I've always wanted to be on stage. I was always comfortable on stage. I DJ'd for like years. You guys are too young to know, but back in the Funky Joe days, I DJ'd with Funky Joe back in the beginning.
Wow.
Right? DJ'd doing MC. So then I got into acting, did some commercials, some extra work, and I loved it. I loved everything behind the scenes. Like, I know you guys can't see it, but what's behind you, all the cameras, the lighting, the setup, the this, the that, how much work goes into this is amazing. Yeah. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I want to be the guy in front of the camera.
Exactly.
But just to see it all
watching
come together
the production,
Right, the whole production at the end. What you guys don't see is there's a whole bunch of work that goes in beforehand.
100%.
And in the end, right?
Post.
In the post.
Yeah.
we say post. They probably don't know what the
fair.
post is, right? But some of them do, some of them don't.
Fair.
There's a whole bunch of work. I love seeing that. So I love being on set and being on. You know, I was
the whole
I was in a
production.
movie. I was in a movie about 3 years ago, just before COVID.
Wow.
Called The Good Family. I was a supporting role on that, and all the other actors were in their trailers, just sitting there, you know, whatever. I was right out there. I wanted to see the guys set up the scene, set up I wanted to see how it all worked.
Wow.
Because when you're watching it on screen,
You appreciate
you can say to yourself, "Wow, dude, that was cool. That was awesome." So yes, I've always wanted to be an actor, but the social media stuff came out where, as we all do, we flip to social media. You're lying in bed, going through
Yeah.
it. And at the time, about 8 years ago, you had guys, you know, doing it, and they were really the only guys doing it. Like, you know, some of you guys, like Giuseppe the MC,
Yeah.
Rico Rinella. At the time, there was the little no videos. With the,
Yes.
You know, but they were doing it, and I found it funny. I found it hilarious, right? And I was like, shit, I got a lot of the similar stories, but they're different.
Yeah.
What if I tell them in my own story? You know, Giuseppe was, you know, Calabrese. And
Yeah.
he had his Calabrese stuff. I was like, I'm Sicilian, and we have it a little bit different. What if I tell it in my story? So I created this account.
Wow.
And I did it because it allowed me to be an actor. It allowed me to be creative. It allowed me to do shit my own way.
Yeah.
So I did it. And I started it. And this is where we are today, man. 7 years later, and I'm traveling across the U.S. and Canada, doing shows and
Amazing.
making people laugh.
That's the
It's
best.
good. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, man.
So before, because I know we have a lot to talk about where you are now and growing and touring.
Yeah.
But before, like, I liked how you mentioned, like, you were one of the first who started on social media, who saw it, let's say, at that time.
I'm not the originator.
No, for sure. There's
guys that
definitely
did the social
before and
media
after,
things
always.
Before me. And before that, there was the whole Napster, and you had the Rocco Rompamuro. Again, you guys are probably too young for Rocco
Yeah, I see.
Rompamuro and the Rosina Parmigianos.
I remember.
You right? You remember all those, right? Those are before social media. Those are the originals, but social media just made it better.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's visual.
Exactly.
Sorry, yeah.
No. I just want to know, back then when you saw that
Mm-hmm.
being a new popular thing, did you see it as something in today's day that was going to happen like this? It was going to be as big as it is now?
No.
Did you see the growth?
I was doing it as a joke.
Yeah.
I was doing it as
See?
honest to
Yeah.
God because I'm the Shamu guy, and I have family in the States. I have family. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just tell my stories.
Yeah.
Maybe my family will see it.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody else.
Connection.
Yeah, just you know,
Yeah.
they'll see, oh, guy, there's Joe again, being Joe. You know.
Yeah.
Right. Just doing the whole thing, right? But where it is today, I never would have expected to where it is today.
Yeah. Wow.
Sitting here doing podcasts.
Yeah.
You know, traveling across to the U.S. Like I said, just you know, doing shows in New York and Connecticut, Boston, and, Chicago. Who would have thought? I would have never thought.
Wow.
Right? Why not? Or why would you think about that?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
I didn't have that goal of
Yeah.
I want to be a stand-up comedian. But you know, listen, I'm sure you're gonna ask the question. I caught the bug, man. After the very first show, I caught the bug, and I'm sure everybody did. All the other guys like Mark Anthony and Giuseppe and all the other comics you had. I'm sure after that first day on stage, you get that big roar and laughter.
Yeah.
You catch that bug, right? And it's like, shit, I want that again.
It's like an adrenaline.
Yeah, you chase that. You chase that afterwards, right? And that's what I'm doing now. I just feel like I keep chasing it because it feels so good. It is. It's a drug. It feels like a drug, right?
Wow.
So, yeah.
Did you find when you first went on stage, though, like for the first time that you felt nervous, or was it just you were just naturally like, okay?
No, dude, I hyperventilated.
Really?
Swear to God, yeah. First show was Rico Rinella. Do you know if he's a singer? He's a comedian. He's a great guy. If you don't know, follow Rico Rinella. He gave me my first opportunity to be on stage. He's like, hey, listen. He goes, I'm doing a show with Mike Marino from the U.S.
Okay.
And I want you to maybe open up if you want to feel comfortable opening up. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for the stage. He goes, just try it.
Yeah.
Balls to the wall. I said, sure, no problem. I'm going to do it. Right? I practiced that. I wrote out my set. Because, again, social media, you have the opportunity to, I call it cheating. Right?
Yeah.
Guys like the OGs like Joe Vadi, Frank Spadone, those guys are the real OG guys who didn't have the social media to push them out. They had the club. They had to go to a club, to another club, to another club, to another club, or burn a CD and sell their CDs. You know, that's what they had to do. We now cheat. I put it on social media, 100,000 viewers see it. 300-400 comments in the first hour. So you see what engagement is, right? So at my first show, I knew what jokes were the heavy ones.
Yeah.
So I wrote them out to actually be on stage, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So I wrote that out, practiced it for fucking weeks. I don't want to bomb.
Yeah.
3-4 days after he asked me to be the show and he announced that I was going to be on the show, calls me back a week and a half later and says, Joe, we are 95% sold out.
Wow.
I'm like, what? He goes, yep. And this was at the Rose Theater.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, so it was I think the show was about 687.
For your first one.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, yeah. I'm shitting, right?
Yeah, I would too.
I'm used to being in front of a lot of people because you're DJ, you're hiding behind
different
the table.
atmosphere though, yeah.
Yeah, you hide behind the table, you hide behind music, you're the guy, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But now you're going out and you're by yourself, sitting in the middle of the stage, making me laugh. That's you're coming for, right?
Yeah.
You're on stage, you're singing your seat, you're like, make me laugh. So anyway, I opened up for Mike Marino, went out there, very first time. The opening act went out, or the host went out. I'm backstage pacing behind the curtain, hyperventilating, because I know there's like 600 plus people out there. I'm like, I'm going to fuck up. Nobody's going to laugh.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to laugh, right?
Yeah.
Who am I? My first time on stage. I have no idea. So I'm like literally hyperventilating back and forth, back and forth. Finally, they called out my name. Welcome to Sicilianu Raggiatu. What do? Grab my nuts and head out, right? We're going to do right? So I grabbed it. I went out.
Yeah.
I went out. I did my thing. And after the very first show, like my set, I got a standing ovation. Standing ovation for 600 people. And that's what I mean by chase the drug. I chased that drug. That was the first heavy-duty laugh that I got. I was like, wow. It just felt like I took a shit. No, sorry, excuse my language. I was like, it's going to work.
Yeah.
Right? So you did it. And at the end, getting that recognition with everybody standing up and giving you a round of applause. Remember, I'm the opening act. I'm not the headliner.
Yeah, hasn't even hit the headline yet.
It hasn't hit the headline, and they're giving a standing ovation. Wow. When I walked off, I bawled.
Wow.
I bawled like a fucking baby. Just because you got so much emotion from almost passing out, hyperventilating, to having a great time, to coming off and realizing, holy shit, I just did that, bro. I just did that. Yeah. And I just bawled like a baby, dude.
First time
ever. And that's what I said. I caught the bug, and right after that, I was like, I need more.
Wow.
You pushed harder. You just did what you had to do.
That's
Is that part of the question that you fucking asked? Because I have no idea.
It's usually how it goes here. Don't worry.
Just rambling, dude.
We just talk.
Yeah,
that's all it is at the end of the day.
I don't even know.
It's conversation.
So now preparation going into shows now.
Now?
Still hyperventilate?
No. Now I'm excited. I'm still nervous. Because I still have that thing of people paid their hard-earned money to come and see you.
Yeah.
People work for a fucking living. Yeah. Right? They're going to come and see you. You're coming to see a show. So, and they have an expectation of, make me laugh. Yeah. I'm coming to see you. Make me laugh. So am I nervous? Absolutely. Before every show, I'm not hyperventilating anymore because I'm getting comfortable with it. And I've worked out my sets, and I've worked out my jokes, and now I'm more comfortable where I'm doing crowd work and this and that. But yeah, am I nervous? Yeah, 100% I'm nervous. What happens if I go out there and bomb and shit the bed?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Right? I'm on there if I'm opening, it's one thing, but if I'm doing a headliner, you're on there 45 minutes, an hour. Right? You do shit the bed for an hour? Oh, messy that is.
Yeah. I never understand that though too. Like, you're on there for that long. Have you ever had to come to a point where you forget something?
No.
No?
No.
Damn.
You prep for that. Depending on what show is, you prep for it, right?
I would forget right away.
Well, sometimes you have monitors.
Okay.
Yeah. Monitors
keep you in line.
Yeah, keeps you in line.
Yeah.
Yeah, bullet points. It just keeps
ideas.
Keeps you in line. No, it just keeps your whole set in line, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you do it so many times and kind of flip the order or whatever.
Yeah.
You go with the flow. Right?
Yeah.
Some shows super, super great, and you're done your last joke, and you're like, it's going so good, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
So you add in a couple more. You kind of go with your flow, but do you forget sometimes? You kind of stumble.
Yeah.
You kind of get back on track. You have to be somewhat prepared. You can't just go up there and like guys like Matt Rife. Matt Rife can go on stage and work the crowd for an hour.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's that good.
Yeah.
That's his thing, right? So
Just wing it.
just wing it. Yeah, I can't wing it. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Not as much as I'd like to be, I can't.
Jeez.
But yeah. So it is what it is.
Yeah. So tell me, now that you've been doing it for long, have you ever had the opportunity where like you're giving back advice to someone who's trying to be in a similar position?
Yeah.
And what's the first thing you would tell them if they're trying to do what you're doing now?
Just go for it, man. Prep yourself, be prepared. Like prep yourself. Don't just go up there and be like, I'm gonna try it out. Just have nothing prepared. Go out there, but try it. You know what I mean? Don't be like, second guess myself. I don't know if I should. I'm not gonna be that funny. And if you're not that funny the first time, so what?
Yeah.
Big deal.
Just do it again.
Yeah, do it again. That's so. Dave Chappelle was just here.
Yeah.
If you guys know, he
Yeah,
just
I
did a
saw
show,
that. Yeah,
no
yeah.
publicity. He just had 4 dates, all
Yeah.
sold out, no publicity.
Wow.
What was he here for? He was here to work out his jokes for his next special that he's shooting.
Smart.
That's they all do that.
Oh, really?
So instead of, you know what I mean, go out there in front of 10, 15 people on an open mic. Try the joke out.
Yeah.
If it works, great, man.
Keep
If it
going.
works, head it off to a bigger stadium, a bigger stage. But go out. Don't just sit back. I'm not funny. Go out. Maybe you're not funny. There's a lot of guys who are not funny. Dude, let's just be honest. A lot of guys who are not funny. Go out on the stage. You'll figure it out 5, 6, 7 times. You're not funny. You're not funny.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah. You don't want to force it if it's not there.
It's like me.
Yeah.
I'm not a track star guy. I'm not going to run track. I'm not here to race or play tennis. You know what I mean? I'm not
Pickleball.
I'm not, maybe pickleball.
Yeah.
You don't got to move that much. But I'm not a speed skater. You're not going to see me in a leotard in a fucking speed skating. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Fair.
It's like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a marathon runner. Right? Guys, you understand? I'm sweating here. Sitting here. I got tit sweats because of these lights. You understand? Imagine me running a marathon. Fucking right on my fucking face. Guy, the race just started. I know. I gotta know when to hold them. You gotta know when to fold the weight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. You know your limits.
You gotta know your limits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but try it. The question is, go ahead and try it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I went to go watch a marathon.
Yeah.
I understood. That's not for me.
Yeah.
Guys, it's not for me.
Yeah.
But at least try it. Be prepared.
Exactly.
Try. There's a lot of guys who are doing social media. Way
Saturated now.
dude, but it's amazing. These guys are super funny
Yeah.
on social media.
Wow.
Like super funny. Like piss in my pants. They try to turn it on and put it on stage,
Oh.
and they freeze because it's not that same type.
They're not
of vibe.
comfortable with it.
Yeah, you're not
the
the same
same as
type of vibe,
socials.
right?
Yeah.
It's nice to edit and post edit and this and all that stuff and do voice changes and everything else on the editing part. But if you can't transition that to the
live,
stage,
yeah.
the live, it's not gonna work for you. It doesn't work, right? And it is what it is. It is what it is. But try it.
Yeah.
100% fucking try it.
Exactly.
Don't live with regret. I tell everybody just in life in general.
Yeah.
Don't live with regret.
Exactly.
Do it if you're gonna love it and you think you're gonna love it. Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Go fucking make 5 people laugh. Fuck give a shit.
Exactly.
Cheers, right?
Doesn't matter the number.
Maybe that one person needs it.
Yeah.
You don't know, man. I get these messages all the time from I don't know what to call it, followers, fans,
Yeah.
friends, whatever. Just some of the stuff they're going through in life, and some of the messages they send me of what my stuff does for them. Dude, that's payment enough. Even if it's just that 1 or 2 people, I'm good with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I help that person get over something or go through something, whether it be cancer, whether it be a death of a parent, whether it be whatever it is. I just had somebody recently. They just lost their parent.
Wow.
And they're like, oh, your videos bring back so many memories. I've rewatched them all just to kind of bring back the memories. And thank you for making me laugh. Some lady at my last show was like, in Niagara Falls. My husband hasn't smiled in over a year because of the loss of his whatever. Hasn't smiled or laughed in over a year. So I pushed him to come to the show, and he pissed himself. And I haven't seen him smile in so long.
Wow, that's
Thank
nice.
you for so much.
That's so
Don't
nice.
thank me, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me that
Yeah.
because you know what? That's it. Payment enough for me. I'm good. I'm doing what I was meant to do, was make people laugh and smile and get over their shit, even if it's for 60 seconds on social media.
Yeah.
let me do it. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly.
So just go ahead and do it.
Exactly.
Try it at least once, right? So, again, I ramble too fucking much.
Oh, it's good.
Too much.
And I think that comes down to, at the end of the day, like when it comes to just trying things, is you have to have a confidence. You have to not care what people think, especially with the social media.
You also gotta love what you do.
You have to. Yeah, don't force it, dude. Don't force.
Yeah.
nothing. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
You know, honest to God.
Yeah.
If you don't love it, then it becomes work,
Exactly.
and then you just don't want.
And nobody wants to work.
Nobody wants to work, but when it becomes, like I said, you have no passion for it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It shows. It shows when it becomes that way.
So let me ask you, what was the biggest
That
challenge?
was a fucking. See how serious he got? Eh? He adjusted his chair.
I can't stay serious with this guy. It's hard, man.
Let me ask you. What's the serious question?
No, what was the biggest challenge you had today as a comedian, let's say?
The biggest challenge?
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many challenges. Honest to God, there's so many challenges. The biggest challenge is in our realm of comedy, which is ethnic comedy,
Yeah.
trying to be as original as possible. You know what I mean? And trying to be engaging as possible. And also that now that where we're at now is that home life, work life balance, right? And right, it's not now we're at this stage, but in the beginning, it's the biggest challenge would be to be original. Our stories between myself, Giuseppe, the other Italian or ethnic comics,
Yeah.
we all have the same concept,
Yeah.
but every story is different. Every story is different. You know, nobody created this symbol. You know, the macho symbol, right? Nobody created this symbol. Yeah. But every one of our stories has a different story where this element right here, to you guys, it's okay. I know you munch your cakes back there. It's okay. It's not okay. You turn this 45 degrees, it means you're fucking dead. I just want to let you guys know, okay? Nobody created this. You know who created this? My grandfather, your grandfather, somebody else's grandfather. But my story is different than another Italian comic story. But it's
always different.
It's always different. That's what the challenge. Challenge is trying to be original and trying to stay ahead of somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a big challenge when you're on social media.
Yeah.
And you have so many people being, funny and doing same videos and doing whatever. It's trying to be ahead of that person.
Exactly.
That's the biggest challenge, right? And just being consistent, guys. I can't. That's the biggest challenge for me right now is being consistent.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah. It's the same.
In the beginning, it was I pumped out a video every day. I went from every day to twice a week to once a week to because everything started happening, right?
Yeah.
Started booking shows.
Change your schedule.
You started booking shows. You started doing this. You started doing more appearances. And then again, content. Trying to find content, editing, this and that. So those are the challenges. Those are the real challenges that nobody really sees behind the camera, right? I get people messaging me, you haven't posted a video.
Yeah?
No.
They ask you?
Yeah. All the time. I get it daily.
Wow.
You haven't posted a video. What's going on? You okay? Is everything all right? Is everything good? Yeah, everything's great. I had to take a little bit of a break because my mind is melting.
Yeah.
Right? So I had to take a little bit of a break and do what I got to do to kind of recharge and do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Bounce back.
That's the challenge. That's the challenge. Talk to any creator. That's the challenge.
Yeah. It was like we were talking to you earlier before you came here.
Yeah.
When's the last time you did it? We said a couple of weeks ago we kind of took a break because schedules are hard. Things come up. Especially when we've done 34, 35 now to date.
Yeah. It's tough.
If you ask me how much we did from now until then, it's completely two different numbers.
That's
completely
the whole
two
thing.
different numbers.
Right?
Yeah.
They said then that's the challenge.
Yeah.
Being consistent.
Being consistent.
Yeah.
But for those of you who want to do social media, and you guys know that consistency is key.
It is. Yeah.
Stupid algorithm wants consistency, dude.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. And that's the challenge in our life. In our life is having the consistency to mess up that algorithm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know guys that have catapulted in numbers.
Wow.
Catapulted. Why? Because they post every day. They post every day for 4 or 5 months.
Fuck.
And their numbers just catapult. Is the content good?
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't matter, though.
Doesn't matter at all.
Doesn't matter, though, because their consistency catapulted them because the algorithm is pushing them out more. And that's it. So can you figure out the algorithm? Have you figured it out yet? I've been doing it for 7 years. I have no idea what the algorithm is. Yeah. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. So those are the challenges for me. So that and to stop sweating because all this sweat, bro. Jesus Christ.
We'll turn them off, okay?
Jesus Christ.
Turn into a documentary.
You guys see tit sweats over there or what? No? Yeah, a little bit, eh? A little bit. What's this, man? Hydro drip. This is you just dunk hydro. Sounds like a drug, dude. This is good, eh? Come in a water bottle?
Yeah.
What about this water bottle?
Flask is a hydro drip, 24 ounce, hot, cold, 24 hours.
Nice.
Eco-friendly.
Eco-friendly.
Yeah.
So it won't melt or anything.
No.
It's good. Nice. Hydro drip. Sounds like a heavy duty weed or something.
Love it. Oh.
Shoot.
So let's get into more Joe behind the scenes now. When it comes to terms as to you balancing everything, obviously that's why we're here. That's what we talk about is how do you manage it all? You know, like we just said, consistency is a big thing. And that comes down to how much time you put into certain things and how you prioritize different things, whether it's comedy, family, life, etc.
You don't sleep, bro.
Exactly.
You don't sleep. Yeah, honestly, every moment you got between your real job, and people think I do this full time, comedy full time.
Okay.
Hey, is that the goal? Absolutely. One day,
Yeah.
things go great, and God willing, you know, I get that right opportunity where whatever. But let's just be honest. You know, you still got to work. You still got to do it. So managing that, you know, your family, your wife, your kids, you know, your other family, your friends, they all matter too, right?
Yeah.
So it's trying to find that balance, but you have to figure out what's more important to you and how much time you can allot to each thing.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, obviously, it's my family first.
Mm-hmm.
My wife, my kid, my family, my friends. That's first.
Nice.
Always.
Yeah.
If you make that second, then you made it second. You're gonna get what happens to you if you make it anything second.
Yeah.
Right? And then you're just trying to find a great balance, but you're never gonna sleep. If you want to do more than one or two things in life, you need to balls to the wall. Do it right. If you're not gonna do it right, if you're not gonna do it wholeheartedly, don't do it. Yeah. Pick one thing and do it well. Exactly. Or pick 10 things and do them mediocre.
Subpar.
Yeah, subpar. Everything I have to say, everything I do, my work, my family, the comedy, I think I've given it equal amount of time, equal amount of space to make them all successful. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Will it bite me in the ass one day? It could. I'm not saying it won't. I hope it doesn't.
Yeah.
God, please don't let it bite me in the ass. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. It's not wood. But
it's not wood, but we'll pretend it is.
Pretend. We're corn, all right? We're fucking corn, all right? So, hopefully it doesn't bite me in the ass one day and whatever else. But, you have to give it that consistency. That consistency of I give this 10%, I'll give this 10%, I give this 10%, and it all equals to 100%. Yeah. But you as a person are going to suffer. I'll tell you right now. Yeah. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what you're going through. Everybody thinks, oh, that Joe, he's right. He's okay. He's
making
good.
people laugh. Happy guy.
He's always a happy guy. He's always good. Yeah, but
if
you shut these lights off, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. But you know what? Screw it. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'll just that's the mentality you have to have, right?
Wow.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna get after it. I'm gonna give it everything I got. And then at the end, we'll figure out if it worked or not. If it doesn't work, then that 10% of what's not working, put it towards something else.
100%.
Exactly.
That's what that's what you need to be successful.
100%. You know what I mean? If you're not going to give everything you got, if you're going to give something 5%,
don't bother.
Don't bother because you're going to get 5% out of it.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. There's certain things in my life I give 5% on, and that's the return I'm getting. I'm getting.
And you know
3%.
that. Yeah.
I know that. I know it's like, whatever. It is what it is. But a lot of people say to me, dude, how? You're doing all these shows. You're traveling every day. This and that. Da da da. I got a supportive family. Dude, my wife and my kid, supportive, 100%. My friends, supportive. You know, I thank God for that, because if they weren't supportive, I'd have to take from something else, because I want to give that, 100%, right? So you do all that shit, and then you become who you are.
Yeah.
Whether it be successful or not successful, whatever, it is what it is.
Exactly.
Right? But you have to have that groundwork.
Yeah.
You need to know what you want.
100%.
Lifestyle balance, buddy.
You answered the question. You didn't even ask it.
That's
That's
it.
what you went into.
What, the lifestyle balance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, that's the answer. Your lifestyle balance. My lifestyle balance is work. Sorry, well, it has to be work, because without work, whatever. But in hindsight, number 1 to 3, I'll give you the 3 sections: family, work, and then this comedy, and then everything that comes with it. The podcast, the meet and greets, the
community stuff.
Yeah, all the community stuff that comes with it. That has to come with it. They're all equal right now. Right now, they're all equal, and I can't give 1% to something else right now. If somebody said, "Hey, man, we want you to do design a clothing line." It's cool, but I need 4%. I don't have 4% to give. Yeah. I'm done. Like, I'm full.
And you know that limit.
Right now, I'm at my limit.
Yeah.
I'm at my limit, right? There's nothing else that I can give an extra percent to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then your building block, your Jenga's going to fall.
Exactly.
Right? Seriously. Something's going to give. Right? And I don't want anything to give right now. I think I'm in a fucking perfect level right now.
Amazing.
Yeah. I don't know. I like to think so. Boom. I could be talking out of my ass right now, guys. But no, honest to God, that's what.
No, but it's true.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this: have you ever come to a point? Because I know we have in the past for sure. Have you ever hit a point where you're like you burned out?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I've taken 3 breaks already from social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've taken.
And
3
did you
breaks.
find that helped, or did you see?
Yeah, 100%. Do you have to? Like I just finished that, I can't express it enough. If you can't give something the percentage that you want to give it, then stop.
Mm-hmm.
Take a back seat to it.
Mm-hmm.
Give that to somewhere else.
Yeah.
And you'll see that you'll recharge my breaks for social media. I tell my social media, my followers, I'll say, guys, I'm taking a couple of weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm not going to post anything. I'm just going to take some time to recharge, figure myself out. Once I figure myself out, I put some balance towards something else. It'll eventually, because I love it so much, it'll come back. Yeah. It will come back. Yeah. Just you got to give yourself that time to take a break. If you don't take a break, you're going to burn yourself out.
It's like a muscle.
Yeah. Dude, I there's one time where I was at a point where I was like, I'm done. I was done. This is the point where I was like shooting a ton of videos. I was shooting a video for like every other day. I was trying to post every other day. Just the concept of me trying to do that every single
Caught
time.
up with you.
Editing. You shoot.
Yeah.
You edit. You post. And I'm a big, huge, I'm massive believer of engagement.
Wow.
If somebody takes the time to comment on your videos, you better not be a piece of shit and ignore that comment.
Yeah.
They're there for you. You should be there for them.
Fair.
Comment, re-comment. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? If they're laughing, laugh with them. That's what you're there for. You're there for the engagement. So that takes work.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. They don't understand that.
Yeah.
Or I'll sit there. My wife will be watching TV. My daughter will be watching TV. I'll sit there with the phone in my hand, and I'll be fucking firing back comments to 400 or 500 comments.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Ba-ba-ba-ba, thank you very much. I appreciate it."
Yeah.
And I reply to every single one. That takes work.
Amazing.
As much as everybody thinks, he's playing on his phone. But I love the engagement. I love my followers. I love my fans. Without them, I can't be here sitting on this podcast talking to you guys. Yeah. So you got to respect them. Respect them for who they are. They're there for you as much as you're there for them. So, you know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Don't burn yourself out. If you got to take a break, take a fucking break.
Amazing.
You deserve it.
Yeah. It's
Right?
true. It's true.
So, wasn't this supposed to be a fucking like a funny podcast? Wait.
No.
Jesus, these guys are all serious. Like, we're going to talk about like, so when was the last time you performed surgery?
That's the next episode.
Next
That's
episode
2, yeah.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
Audio uncensored.
Uncensored?
yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Talk about politics.
No, don't fuck. No, you get me started on politics. That's one thing. A lot of comics touch on politics and shit.
That's fair. They do.
They
Yeah.
do. I don't touch it.
Yeah.
I don't touch
It's
it.
probably
I had
better
a
not.
person open for me. I'm not gonna say her name. I was gonna say her name, but she opened for me at a show, and she called our prime minister the F word, the pride word.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how to not get you canceled. I don't know how to say it. Right. So you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? You guys get it? Okay. So and the crowd, there's 2 guys in the crowd. They're like, yeah, yes he is, yeah, brah, brah, brah. But everybody else in the crowd was like, oh my god, and I'm sitting, I'm like, you just ruined my show. Like, how am I gonna go? Right? Don't talk about politics, especially to a WAP, to an Italian person, ethnic person.
It doesn't end well.
No, because
Very personal.
It's there's different views.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get everybody in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all think our prime minister's a great guy. But it's questionable, right? Somebody might find your view, like just that comment right there and that look, you're gonna get comments. Oh my god, he doesn't like our prime minister. Why doesn't he like our prime minister? Why? He should like our prime minister. You're an asshole for not liking our prime minister. He's the kind of, and it's like,
Still give attention to it.
shit. It's like you have your views, I have my views, but just keep them to the side. Don't bring it out to somewhere where it's gonna start arguing.
Exactly.
On stage, but some guys love it. Some guys love that on stage. They ask for it.
Huh.
That's not my style, though.
Fair.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where that went. I don't know where that came. Where'd that come from, guy? I have no idea where that came from.
Amazing. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for coming out.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That was fucking great. I don't know what I did. There's a big screen back there. I just read whatever it said. That's
we had it written out 2 months before.
Ass.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious.
Open it up. No,
I want to get this hydro seed or hydro drip. How you open this up? Oh wait.
Got a seal, but you can break it. No way, you have a knife on
I'm
you.
a Sicilian, bro.
Holy shit.
Are you kidding me?
Someone's got to clip that. I'm sorry. This guy just took a knife out of his ass.
Why? What's wrong? I'm a Sicilian, dude. Sicilians, we don't walk around without knives, dude. Are you kidding me or what?
Holy. I know the violence got bad, but it didn't get that bad.
Listen, some guys hit people with microphones on stage. Somebody, wow, that's cool, man. Yeah. Wow, I can put my water in here. You know what? See this? Is it a twist off?
Yeah.
See this here? See how wide the mouth is? You know what's gonna happen with me? It's gonna fucking come all over my shirt. Okay? And drinking, it's gonna fucking, all the water's gonna come off the side. It's good though. It's good.
Yeah.
No, it's hot and cold, eh?
Hot and cold.
Okay, go.
For your tea, for juice, anything.
Yeah, I'll burn myself this way. Hydro drip, guys. Hydro drip. Thanks very much. That's
Anytime.
awesome.
Thank you for coming out.
Guys, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Guys, we'll link all this stuff.
Yeah, look me. Hey, look, listen, if you don't follow me,
I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, why the fucking not? Anyway, yeah, follow me. Sicilianu Raggiatu.
Ciao, amici.
Ciao, amici.
Hopefully we get you on again.
Hey, man, anytime. You let me know.